right, this recipe is kind of taking a turn away from carnivore. However, I see a lot of people post on Facebook, what kind of alcohol can you have on carnivore? Which technically none, because alcohol doesn't come from an animal. So, however, if you're keto, if you're ketovore, if you're just trying to stay as low carb as possible, this recipe is for you. So what I'm making is basically a sugar-free limoncello. I'm using allulose in it, but we'll get to that later. What you have to start off with is I've got Everclear. So some states you can't buy Everclear, so you would need to get the highest alcohol, like 100 proof vodka, you know, whatever the highest one you can get is, because it's not going to have carbs in it. Pretty much during whatever process they distill it out, it eats all the carbs up in it, and you're left with the alcohol. I'm not a scientist, I don't know the thing, but from what I've been researching, that's how it works. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to split this bottle halfway between these two, so that way it's going to roughly come up to 2 cups in each jar. And then I'm going to zest 10 lemons. So 5 will go in here and 5 will go in here. Just the zest. You don't want the meat of it or the pith in it. And I just use a vegetable peeler for it, so that's what I'll be using. So as soon as I get these zested, I'll come back to you. Alright, I have zested the lemons. You can see they're pretty naked there. These will actually wind up going in the freezer for future use for something. I mean, I'm sure like when we do seafood dishes, spritzing a little lemon juice on it, or you know, possibly lemonade. I've never made lemonade. I've always just made this. Before I was keto, limoncello was my staple. But then once I turned keto, I couldn't have sugar. But then somebody posted a comment on one of my things about allulose and how it's water soluble. So I was like, you know what? I bet I can make limoncello with that. So that's what this is. But I can come up with some uses for that. I'm not going to waste it. But here I've got 5 lemons here and 5 lemon peels here. And you don't want pith with it. You want to keep out as much white as possible. So each jar is going to get the pith of 5 lemons. And I've already, you can see it's half and half there. I split that jar between the two, so that way each one gets equal amounts. Then let me put it in this other one. And this is actually going to soak for about 2 weeks. Every day I'm going to shake it just to make sure everything keeps coated and stuff. But this is going to go up into the cabinet. I'm going to put the lid on right there. That one went on crooked. There we go. So I'm going to give each one of them a shake. And you'll see over time how this changes. Alright, so I'll come back with you in a couple weeks. Alright, it's been 2 weeks and I'm getting ready to finish my limoncello. I've been shaking this every day, and you can see that beautiful color in there and how the lemon peels have kind of turned a little bit of a white. So you can leave it in longer if you want, but I've always found 2 weeks is all the flavor you're going to pull out. So what I'm going to do is, to start off with, I have an entire package here of allulose, 12 ounces, and that's what I'm going to be using in this. I have 4 cups of water here at the stove heating up. And so once it's heated up, I'm going to put my allulose in there and stir it. I've got a filter thing here for filtering out my lemons. And then I'm just going to be pouring that mixture back in. So let me open this up. Let me try to open this up. Aha! Alright, so I'm just separating those lemon peels, getting that all out of the jar. There we go. So these lemon peels I'm going to discard. I do not want them anymore. As you can see, they've pretty much lost their color, and they're crunchy. I don't know if you can hear that. but that means pretty much everything good in them is gone. Well, not gone, it's in the good stuff. Alright, so I'm going to take this mixture and put it back in the jar. Alright, and I'm going to hit pause while I do the same to the other jar. Alright, so this is heating up. I can tell it's hot, and it's a little hot for my finger to go into. I don't necessarily need it boiling because allulose doesn't take too much heat to dissolve from what I've read about it. This is actually my first time using it, but I'm going to go ahead and pour that in there and mix this until it's completely dissolved. I'm kind of excited about this because I have not had limoncello for so long, and I used to love it. I used to have just a very small glass in the evenings. And when I say small glass, I'll show you the glass I'm talking about. It's pretty tiny. Here, let me pause and I'll go get that for you and show you. So that's the size glass next to the bowl, if that tells you. And I would normally just fill it up to here and have something to sip on, especially during the summer, hot months, things like that. Or if you just feel like having a drink, that's what I would have. So I'm kind of excited about this recipe. When the person said it was water soluble, I was like, oh yeah, this is up my alley. So I wanted to give it a try. Alright, so if you can tell, the cloudiness is going out of the water and it's becoming clear. So that should mean that allulose is dissolved. And I hope I'm pronouncing it right. It's such a weird word. Alright, so I'm going to turn that burner off. And then I'm going to let that cool just for a few minutes. And I'll be right back and we're going to mix it in there. Alright, so I've let it cool. You can see it's crystal clear. So I'm fixed to split it up between these two jars. And I'll be right back with you. Alright, so I've poured my mixture in there. I'm fixed to put the lids on and kind of shake it around some just to get it all nice and incorporated. And then I'm going to taste test it. Now, something I've always done with limoncello, and this will be no different, is I keep it in the fridge. And that one I didn't have it tight enough. I was trying to do it one-handed. I keep it in the fridge and chill it before I drink it normally. I am going to taste it, so give me just a second. Alright, so I have a little bit in the cup, and I'm going to give it a try. This is my first time ever trying allulose as well, so where's the camera? Cheers! Boop. Oh yeah. No, this is just as good as the limoncello I used to make. This is very good. Sugar-free. I know alcohol, your liver has to process it. That's why, like I said, when I do have it, it's maybe a little bit like that. And I sip on it, and it takes me a few hours to sip on it. So this stuff is going in the fridge. I'm extremely happy with this. I hope you guys enjoy it too if you're a limoncello kind of fan. You can also kind of do the same premises, add like, let's say, strawberry extract, or use orange peels, or something else that you might enjoy more. But that way, every once in a while, you have something to sip on, and you're not out going somewhere drinking a big margarita that's going to trash you. You're controlling it a little bit better. So, hope y'all enjoy. Bye-bye. Oh, subscribe to my channel, like the video, share if you want to. I know this isn't like a carnivore video, but it is something I've enjoyed in the past, and I'm happy that I get to have it back. This will last me quite a long time, though. Don't think I'm a lush. So, thanks a lot, and thank you to my Patreons. Bye.